I let AI run my online business for 7 days. YouTube scripts, email marketing, social media posts, even a little bit of customer service. And spoiler alert, it didn't destroy my business. In this video, I'm sharing what worked, what didn't work, what flopped, and if I'd ever do it again. Because if you're wondering if you can ever completely automate your business as a solopreneur, then this one is for you. So why did I do this? Well, I'm a solopreneur and I love being a solopreneur. I used to have a big team and actually I really disliked having to manage people. So I much prefer being a solopreneur, but it can be a lot. It can be really full on and busy, particularly when I'm caring for my son and trying to juggle that, and I'm going through a lot of stuff in my personal life. And all of that can mean that I sometimes feel pulled in a lot of directions. And so I wanted to just work out what I could do and, what I could step back from. And so I really started playing around with this and seeing what is actually working for me. But I wanted to do this without losing my voice, without sounding like some kind of automated robot. And I wanted to do it in a way that really worked in the way that I work, rather than it being me fitting into sort of an AI system. It was about AI complementing what I do. So the first thing I use is, for my YouTube videos, I will use the script to help me with my videos. And so that means with editing, it will transcribe it, and also with helping me to quickly edit, add in file footage, and it's a really great tool to help me. And so I will use AI in helping me editing. So it really cuts down the editing process massively and just makes editing more fun. And I'll share the link below so you can have a look. I really love it as a way to easily create fun YouTube videos. Now, once I've created my video and uploaded my video, then actually I use AI again. And I use AI to get a transcription of my video. And by using that, I am then able to have ChatGPT really know what I'm saying in the video, my voice, so that it means that ChatGPT understands me. It is speaking as me and my tone of reference, the kind of things that I would say, rather than sounding like a robot. So it means that it can then pull out things that I can write for email marketing or for social media posts. And it is much more reflective of my tone of voice, the way I am, how I communicate, than if I were just to get it to write something anyway. And so it means that I am shaping it into an AI that's really useful for me in my business. And so using that audio, using, the power of those videos means that ChatGPT really understands me. And it means that I am creating better content. In using this way, it means it helps me with social media posts, with YouTube, because it helps me with creating good descriptions. It helps me thinking of what a good viral YouTube content, and then also with my email marketing. I'm a writer. I love to write. So it is definitely not the finished product, but it really gets me going, gets me started with ideas, and enables me to have, just be more on it from a creative point of view, because I'm given some ideas that will spur other ideas and other ways of thinking. So it's like having, a creative buddy that you can bounce off. Whereas sometimes you can feel stuck, you can feel sort of paralyzed in that kind of, feeling like, oh, do I do this? And you procrastinate because you're not quite sure. So you've got someone to bounce off. And I used to love those kind of creative meetings when I worked in radio, and we'd bounce around ideas. And that's where I find ChatGPT really helps me to, just as a sort of energetic sparring buddy to help me think, oh, do I like this? Yes, no, yes, no. And it gives me a springboard to get going. And then sometimes it absolutely nails a post and I love it. Most of the time it doesn't quite do that, but it really, by understanding my voice, it shifts things so much more fundamentally. The other thing that I use it for is customer service. And so my customer service replies, I am using it and it speeds up that process really significantly, because I can use it with helping with a lot of admin that I would normally be outsourcing to a VA or whoever it may be, and I can use ChatGPT to really speed up that process. And I'm using other tools to help me with that. You can really use ChatGPT to help you write the scripts, and then you can embed those into your automations. So those are the ways that I started to use AI really to change the way that I ran my business on a fundamental level. And I would say there is so much benefit of doing that, and it frees you up. It gives you so much more time. It allows you to focus your energy on the things that you love, and the things that you slightly struggle with, you can have more help with. So for me, the other things, I'm not great with numbers. And so I have used ChatGPT to help me with understanding like spreadsheets that I don't always understand, for new ways of working, of new industries, new sectors that I'm not so familiar with, so that I can really understand them. I've been working with a company and, you know, moving into areas that I don't have all the knowledge on, and it's really helped me to, you know, learn terminology and phrases where I'm learning all the time, and it's enabling me to fast track that in a way that is in a framework that's going to work for my business and the business I'm working with. And so that can really help you to speed up your understanding and your knowledge if you train it right, so that it works for you and works in collaboration with you. You can almost see it as like this is a bonus employee that is going to help you collaborate and create more, rather than seeing it as a complete replacement. The other thing that I would say that is something to really consider is you are not operating, it is not you are not operating from a place of intuition. You are operating from a place of technology. And so you want to still allow that inspiration, that inner wisdom that you have, your knowledge, your expertise, and it cannot replace that. So don't allow it to replace you. Use it as a tool that you can use to work more swiftly, to speed up tasks, to help you to see other different possibilities. I'm going through a really, really messy divorce, and I find it really useful in sort of breaking down like really big documents so that I can, you know, read them more quickly, respond to them. And so all of that is really helpful to me to kind of for understanding the process. If you have complex, difficult issues that you're trying to navigate, you can use that to really help you. I've used it for a lot of forms. My son is autistic and disabled, and so, you know, if I'm having to apply for certain funds or whatever, or you know, some kind of form at school, I will use it to help me, because it's things that I don't always have the knowledge of. I am a school governor, and I've used it for helping me with writing school governor reports. And so, you know, there are so many ways that you can be using it in your life to help you to be more effective, so that you can really serve others, help others, but it gives you that alignment and focus. So would I do it again? Yes, absolutely. It is such a great tool to collaborate with. See it as somebody who is this bonus employee that you can collaborate with, brainstorm with, have ideas, go and find out things you wouldn't think about. But don't use it as a replacement. It is not you. It is not your tone of voice. It's a starting point to help you, to get you going, to avoid procrastination. But it is the starting point, not the end result. And so use it as a way to tweak and refine and see things differently, see opportunities, find opportunities, but it is not going to replace you, but it can certainly enhance what you are doing. So I'd love to know, are you using AI? How are you using AI? And share what tools you are using to create a life and business that you love. The game has shifted so much and there's so many exciting ways to use AI. If you like this video, I would love you to subscribe. Please click below to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. I share loads of inspiration about running a business if you are a solopreneur. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye bye.